this computer. Okay, welcome everybody and anyone who is watching the playback. We are having a team call because there's some big effing shit going down right now, in the best way possible. So for those that don't know, yes, of course, I am deployed right now in the Middle East, and I have made the decision to drop my packet to resign my commission and get out of the Army, which means that by this time next year, I will no longer be in the United States military. I have about 8 months left to go. So when I get home, I will basically be like in processing to out process to take terminal leave. And for a little bit, for about 5 seconds, I was telling myself, okay, well, let me look up some nurse educator jobs and some GS jobs and things like that. And just so I can make sure I can make ends meet financially for the family. And while I'm probably still going to apply for stuff just because I want to keep all options on the table, I have decided to finally give this business and my dream, this passion, the time, the commitment, and the effort that it deserves. Because if I'm ever going to see if this is really going to work for me or not for full-time income, it's now. Now is the opportunity. Now is the time. I'm never going to have the amount of time on my hands that I have right now. And I also don't know that I'll ever have the drive and push to do it because I don't have a plan B right now. So huge things happening. And I think for you guys, I haven't really come on a team call in a while. I've gotten very comfortable with my business, and I have been at a place where I make about 1,000 or so, 1,000, 1,200, sometimes like 800 to 1,200. It's around 1,000 every month in my Beachbody business, which has been like just beyond amazing for my family financially. But I've been able to do that and have that kind of income with primarily just sharing my own personal journey with the workouts, and here and there inviting people whenever I really want to push for Success Club, because honestly, most months people come to me for Success Club challenge pack purchases. I don't have to go out and invite people. Not to say that to brag, it's just that I share so much of what I'm doing that people want to be involved in it. So I don't have to do a lot of work to be where I am, to be a diamond coach, to be hitting Success Club every month, and to be making about 1,000 a month. So for me, every time that I do push myself and actually hold myself to the business activities of inviting, inviting coaches, inviting challengers, expanding my network, creating new conversations, building relationships, all of that stuff. When I actually hold myself to doing that, I do see bigger numbers and I do see bigger growth. And I've never pushed myself the way I'm going to push myself over the next 6 months. So I am ready to run. And this call is not just about me, it's about everybody on our team, but also Jessica is ready to run and Lindsay is ready to run. And I know there's probably other people on the team who have been maybe waiting for this, because I think overall our energy on Dynamic Force has just been kind of like, hey, it's fun right now, we're all having fun, it's great. But if there's people on our team, if you're watching the recording or you're on right now and you want to run too, then we invite you to join with us, because I can tell you right now, the three of us have been talking for the last week, and it's like this excited energy. And it just, when you talk about making it fun, this is fun to me right now. This isn't uncomfortable. This isn't challenging. I feel so fucking passionate every day. I'm like waking up so excited. I am talking to people all over again in like such an excited way. I finally see like this is my opportunity with this business, and it's going to happen. I know it is, because every time I put my mind to something, it fucking happens. So you just watch, or you can join and go with us. So first we want to go over a couple things. I asked everyone on the post the other day to think about their goals, and I posted mine on there. And I think it would be nice if I'll repeat mine on this call. Lindsay and Jessica, if you guys want to go over yours really quick. I have them written down. I don't know if you guys wrote them down earlier. But I'm going to go over those, and then I'm going to tell you guys how we're going to get there. Because you can have a dream, you can have this vision in your head, but if you don't have an actual path to get to that dream, to accomplish that goal, then you're not ever going to get there. So it's great and all for me to say to you guys that I want to have an elite team this year, and I want to have this, I want to have that. But if I'm just sitting on my ass doing the same old shit, it's not going to get me there. So how are we going to get there? How are we going to make this happen? How are we going to make everybody else on the team have an opportunity for big success as well? So here are my goals. Currently, I am sitting at Diamond rank, and I have 6 active coaches on my left, 7 active coaches on my right, with an emerald on each leg. So my goal for rank by July is to be 2-star diamond. And my goal for rank by November is to be 5-star diamond. And I've got 2 coaches on this call right now that I know are going to be 2 of those diamonds. So Sheena, Lindsay, Success Club 10 per month. My income, I told you guys already where I am right now, but I'm pushing so that I don't have to have a full-time job when I get out of the Army. And right now in the Army, you guys, I make really good money, a lot of money. So what I needed to make in my coaching business by this time next year is about $9,000 to $10,000 a month. So by July, I want to see $2,000 a month. So that's a double in my income right now. By November, I want to see $6,000 a month. By February of next year, I want to see closer to $10,000 a month. And it's going to happen. It is. Some personal goals I have are, and you guys haven't all been to Summit, but when you go, oh my God, it's so amazing, you guys. It's just such a good experience. I can't even describe it to you. They have these people that kind of come on stage, these coaches, and give a 15-minute, they get interviewed by Carl or by, some of the corporate people. And I can see myself there on stage being interviewed in front of 40,000 coaches. And I can see myself so crystal clear. That goal that I see of that happening it's so ingrained in my head. And it literally, when I think about it, brings me to tears. When I can get up there and tell people about how I walked away from a job that was very secure in the military. I had walking away from it with 8.5 years to go till I could have a 20-year retirement pension in the military, and leaving it because it's not what makes me happy. And it's a job that makes me work 60 plus hours a week away from my family, deploy away from my family. I haven't seen my kids in 3 months. I'm not going to see them for another 6.5 months. That right there, I'm going to share the story. I know I am. And I'm going to go from where we are right now on this team to a top team in the industry. And I'm going to be on that stage next year at Summit when I return from deployment in 2020. So that is a huge personal goal. The other personal goal I have is that right after I get my DD-214, which is here's your slip of paper saying you're out of the Army, I want to lead the national wake-up call like the next week. That's a big goal. I'm going to make that happen with Carl Dakeler. I'm going to hassle his ass and get on that. And I also have a huge goal. You guys know I'm doing 80-day obsession right now. So finishing that and just really it's been a long time since I've made myself be a challenger and really commit to a program and really commit to getting the most ridiculous, amazing results I can. And I've never gotten to where I want to be the entire time I've been a coach. I've never reached my goal weight. I've never reached where I wanted to be since I've had kids. So my personal goal with that is by the end of this round of 80-day obsession, or I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a second round, to be holy shit, where'd Laura come from? This is crazy. So those are my goals. And again, we're going to tell you guys how we're going to get there in just a couple minutes. So Jessica and Lindsay, if you guys want to share yours.
I'll go next. All right. So currently I am an Emerald coach, and I have 6 personally sponsored coaches. I have 3 on my left, 3 on my right. So my July goal, and I'm shaking just thinking about this, I'm going to be diamond in July. It's something I've been working toward for a long time, and I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. I can feel it. I would like my income goal is a steady $300 to $500 a month. It'd be awesome if it was more, but that would really help our family out a whole lot. I would like to continue to do mentor coaches instead of just adding people to my team and not really It's just like, hey, get this discount. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to really work close with coaches, and I want to mentor them and give them the confidence to work the business. Getting comfortable inviting is something that I am working on right now. And yesterday I invited 7 people, and 6 out of 7 said yes. So it kind of gave me the boost I needed to get back into inviting. And inviting is definitely one of the most important vital behaviors, because it makes me feel selfish if I'm not sharing this with others and not telling them about these programs and these products, because it can help so many people. So I'm trying to get out of the mindset of I'm scared, and into the mindset of I have to share. Okay. So that's my July goals. November, I'm going to be a 2-star diamond, and I would like to be inviting 50 people a week by November, and just no big deal. Just invite. And my income goal, $2,000 to $2,500 a month by November. My personal goals, like I said, I want to continue to get comfortable inviting and let go of fear and anxiety and stress and all of that. And go to Summit this summer. That's a big personal goal for me, because I have never been, and I've been coaching for like 3 years and never been to Summit. So this summer is going to be my first Summit. That's mine.
Yay for Summit. And if anybody's not registered on this call, that can go. Sorry, Laura. I'm bringing up a lot of hard topics. You really need to get your ticket for real. That's when my game changer in this business really happened, or at least started. Okay, so my goals, 3 months. Yes, he'll be there in spirit. I'll be cheering your husband on to his medal or trophy or whatever they win. I'm so excited about that. So my goals by Summit, which is about 3 months, is I am going to be diamonds. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm an emerald right now. I've got 6 personally sponsored coaches. I'm sort of heavy on my right leg for some reason. Probably because coaches drop out. That happens. Don't let it discourage you. Seriously, if you've ever had that, because it really got in my head for a while. Anyways, I plan to do that by getting at least 1 working coach a month and 2 to 3 discount coaches a month, which means I'm planning on really putting in even more intentional work in my current clients and new clients to make sure they get results, to make sure they love the products, and offer them the discount option once they've already fallen in love. SC5 is a non-negotiable for me. I'm going to be shooting for SC10 every month, and my income goal is going to be $1,000 a month. However it comes, I don't really care. $200 a week, $400 a week, 1 week, whatever, as long as I'm bringing in a steady $1,000 a month. Couple of my personal goals is I really want to be more consistent with inviting and tracking, because I know when I actually track my conversations, when I actually invite I'm going to be honest, Laura has been working the business for a little bit longer than all of us on the call. So she has built her business where she can make a call to action post and they come to her. She does not have to put the intentional work behind it. But we are still in the building phase of getting that know, like, trust factor going on. And if you can put your post up, you can do your stories, but if you're not inviting, you're not going to hit SC5. I'm a testament of that, because I tested out the theory apparently. But now that I'm inviting, I hit SC10 in February, SC5 or 8. I think I got 6 in March. April, I'm sitting at 2, but I will get 5 or 6. So if you're inviting, you're going to get it. Another personal goal is get clients results, get my husband to sort of jump on the bandwagon at least a little bit more. because he's the one who sort of tempts me with all the treats. And another personal goal, totally coach unrelated, but it's serious, so it had to get wrote down, is my ass is getting pregnant before the summer. I don't care what the doctor's got to do, she's going to do it. 6 months, by November, I'm going to be I've got 1-star diamond, but Jess over here is like really motivating me to be a 2-star diamond, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. 2-star diamond. And at that point, I plan to be doing at least 2 working coaches a month and 3 to 5 discount coaches, SC10s and non-negotiable, $2,000 a month in income. I want a 5-figure 1099. It might only be 10 grand, but I want a 5-figure 1099. I want to form my own personal team of coaches and mentor them one-on-one. Hire a web designer and finish my website, because I've got like this really brilliant website in my head, but I can never find the time to do it. And pay off debt to prepare for moving. Dream house in 2020. I will be there. That's all I got.
Okay.
Well, dang.
Anyone that's on, because it's just the 3 of you that are on right now. If you've been thinking about them as we're talking through our own, if you've been thinking about them for a while, if you have goals and you want to share them with us, I want to invite you to do that right now.
Do it.
This is a safe space.
This is a safe space.
So I'll share a little bit. Laura knows more than anybody. I have started out as a discount coach, and really just the beginning of this year really wanted to get started. And I still have not hit Emerald. I have so many people that want to join and say they want to join, and they back out. So, this is the end of April. The 3rd week of April, and the next less than a month, I want to be Emerald. And in the next 3 months, and then in the next 6 months, I want to get to where Lindsay and Jessica are, because I know I can do that. And I know, like, I followed Laura for a really long time, even before I joined, and I did Beachbody for a really long time before I joined. So I know that if I give myself the goals to get to where you guys are, and I push myself to get to where you guys are, then I can get even further. So, so my goal is to get where you are, and I know that I can push, to get further. So I have a big problem with followers, getting followers, because when I started on just on IG, it was just like my family and stuff, but I have almost doubled, which is like next to nothing, because I still only have less than 200. So it's horrible for me. So
I've got some good tips I can send to you.
Okay.
Because I grew mine in a year from under 300 to I'm pushing like 2,500, and it was organically. You have to put intentional work, but like 5-10 minutes a day really will do the world of a difference.
I need those tips too, Lindsay.
I will maybe like make a cute little file, maybe.
Okay. And Lindsay's Instagram followers comment and like, and they are very engaged in her stuff, so it's legit.
Yes.
Because that's a big issue for me. But yes, that's really what I have right now. I want to get to where you guys are.
You will be there, girl.
Yeah.
Every single person on this call, we are all going to be diamonds. We're all going to be on that freaking stage, and it's going to be awesome. Go ahead and start shopping for your dresses now. I am.
And I will say, so I'll say this, Sheena, and this is not just to you, this is for everybody, because hello, I've been sitting at Diamond for like 2 fucking years. Like, come on, it's time to move on. If you're at a place and you're stagnant, look at the activities that you're doing. How many invites have you sent out? And not that I'm saying that you're wrong for not doing it, because, and we're going to get to this in a second, because we haven't had good, consistent stuff for you to put people in to invite them to. So we're going to talk about that, but that's why this call is so exciting, because this is going to be like huge shit for you guys, like ridiculous. We're going to do so much work for you, and all you got to do is invite people to it. It's going to be amazing. So imagine, like, you are so consistent with your posting. everybody on this call is consistent with posting, consistent with sharing your journey. If you were just doing that one final extra little step of inviting to something, then people are going to say yes. I invited like 5 people to stuff today and they all said yes. And I haven't even
And
done the power hour.
even when they say no, just like I said earlier, Sheena, girl, my people that I've signed up all this year have been follow-ups. I haven't done barely any new invites because I literally am getting those people that a few months ago, 6 months ago, however many months ago, that said no or seemed interested and then ghosted or whatever it may be. Those are the people that are now. I'm getting ready to have my biggest paycheck next week since I've ever been a coach, and I've barely worked my business at all. I was just actually telling Laura and Jess this the other day that if I don't get on the ball, I'm not going to get a check. And I looked at my back office and all these renewals, all this stuff came up from like work I did last year, and now I'm about to have my biggest paycheck without barely doing anything this month.
That's awesome.
So just keep being consistent. I want to hear Andrea and Brittany's goals before we tell them what we're doing. If you guys want to, like, no pressure. Silence.
I don't really have like huge goals because I just stepped into this. But I want to get more comfortable making, like doing the Instagram stuff. I hate the sound of my voice. So when I talk on the Instagram, like I cannot tell you how many times, y'all, I have gone on Instagram and started to make like a little something talking about whatever it is I'm doing that day. And then I'm like, delete that shit. I'm not doing it. And then
We've all been there.
So I can't stand it. So I'm starting slow. I got a couple little things that I've talked to Jessica about, like that I'm just gonna, start putting out there. So getting more comfortable talking and hearing myself and all of that stuff on Instagram that's one of my bigger goals. I'm not so much gonna push the Facebook thing because it's more my family on there, and getting more Instagram followers. I've been getting like, since I changed over from private to public, I've been getting like 2 to 3 new followers a day. But I'm not really doing anything to get that. You know what I'm saying? So building my followers, getting more comfortable with putting my face, my body, my voice out there, and then just following up on the people that seemed interested and have ghosted my ass.
That's so normal too.
And it's okay because I knew that it would happen. And it's funny, like when I first met Jess and I was like, oh, I've got to do something. I've got to talk to her. A part of me wanted to ghost you because I was like, oh, I just wanted to quit before I even started.
Can I show you?
Let you ghost me.
Can I show you one of my invite lists? Okay, here we go. In February, like I was on the ball with my team pep. And this is my tracker. Okay. Do you see the highlights?
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that responded back to me. But with that being said, I got 2 sales off of it, and the other 3 I'll definitely follow back. I'll follow back up with all these people, but the other 3 I'll follow back up with because it's like they asked how much, they were on vacation, they're sick right now, check back with them after the 25th. I think I have done that though. Yes, I checked it off. I swear. But seriously, everybody go. I mean, it just happens. You have to like detach yourself from them ghosting because they might have.
I don't give a shit if they do it because, like I told Jess, I know if they do that now, there's gonna come a point when they are ready, and then we will talk, and that's okay. I'm not gonna cry about it.
Good.
I'm just excited. So
good.
My goals are baby goals because like I said, I just stepped into this in the last couple weeks here. But I'll reach them and then the goals will be bigger and more long-term.
But you're busting through that training.
I'm really trying. Y'all all have to know. Lindsay and Jess know But you guys have to know that this little tiny man is, he's a big.
He's attached to her tit, literally.
He is on me.
It is true.
We talked to the pediatrician about that today too. She's like, enough. She even gave me a packet on how to do this because I'm just so. You guys so funny.
Look at him laughing.
Like he knows.
He's like, haha, that doctor said.
That doctor's crazy. He don't live here.
So I have a lot of work with Tanner. He keeps me really, really busy. And it's hard for me to do things that are not Tanner related right now. But I'm working on it. I'm little by little chipping it away, and I'll get there.
You'll also get more comfortable the more you do this. I was very uncomfortable at the beginning of being a coach with sharing stuff.
So uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I can share all kinds of my stories.
I'm sweating right now just talking to you guys. Like I'm actually.
You know what? I also want to tell you that because I'm not doing videos right now, so I might occasionally do like a hey, this is what I'm doing today, but I'm not doing really any videos because I have no privacy, no like areas to just kind of sit and talk about a topic on my stories. So there's an app we're going to talk about today too that might help you, Jessica. I'm sorry, I don't know why I just called you Jessica because I was looking at Jessica. It's called MOJO, and it's where you can actually make a story, and instead of speaking, you like have the text go out. So we're going to talk about that, and that may be something that you can start with and just start to get more comfortable with putting messages and stories out there, and then converting later to like speaking on those stories if you want. Yeah. Okay, Brittany.
Putting you on the spot with your pretty little girls. She's like, I'm not giving you my goals. Here's my pretty girls. Look at them. Hi, girls. I
don't know if she's in there.
I don't think she was in there right now.
Hi.
Where's your mommy? We can't hear them.
Can you go get your mommy? Okay, well, we can go on with the plan, and then when Brittany gets back, we can have her share her goals. All right. So what do we have in store for you guys? I think one of the biggest kind of problems we've had on our team is, we've been busy. Like I was going through a season of my life before deploying where I didn't want to put a lot of extra time into the business. I wanted to put all my time into my family. We're all in kind of a busier time frame, but we're also now transitioning into a time frame of it's time to stand up and do something, right? So we have some plans coming up. Part of, we've talked about this call is in order to see growth in your business, whether you're trying to get more challengers or you're trying to get more coaches on your team, is you have to invite people because people aren't always just going to come to you. And you'd be surprised when you start inviting people and kind of explain to them what's going on, what you're doing, people are going to be interested in it. So when you invite people to stuff, what we don't want you to be flustered about, especially as a new coach or a new person on the team, is what do you say to them? How do you explain, like, what do you do as a coach? That can be a very intimidating question as a new coach to answer. And we don't expect you guys to have to do that. So what we have planned for you guys is a bunch of different 2-day sneak peeks and webinars coming up consistently every month, something every single week for you to invite people to. So let me bring up a graphic that I made today. Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay. So this graphic shows you everything that we have coming up in April and May for you right now, you can be inviting to. So on the left side is obviously anything coaching related. On the right side is Priority Me Project or Challenger type stuff related. So on the left side, if you guys look, next week, we have a 2-day coaching sneak peek on April 24th and 25th. It's going to be in the Facebook group that we've been using, the Dynamic Force Sneak Peek into Coaching group. And as of now, right now, this moment, the plan is that Kelly, Jessica, Lindsay, and I will be running all of these. But I also want to encourage any of you that want to help us to run any of them. And by that, I just mean we might have you post something one day, or on these webinars, maybe get on and share your story for like 5 minutes. If you feel comfortable doing that and you're ready to do something like that, which will totally help you with talking to people later. I'm just saying, the more you talk about stuff, the more it gets you more comfortable. Please let us know if you want to help us run it. But as of right now, the expectation of you as a coach on this team is that all you have to do is invite to this stuff and put the people in there and follow up with them. You don't have to actually do any of the work. We will do it for you. So this is like gold for you guys. The next thing coming up is the sneak peek next week for coaching. It's going to be 2-day sneak peek on Facebook. You can just kind of invite people. When you tell them what's going to go on, is you just say, hey, this is what we're doing. We're over 2 days. There's going to be like 2 to 3 posts a day, or just kind of give you all the details of what we do as a coach, how we get paid, yada, yada, yada. And then what I would say to you is, when you're inviting people to that, from now until the actual sneak peek, check in with them daily and just kind of like, hey, so, what kind of things about coaching, what do you think that what do you like about it? Or what do you see that I do that you like about what I do that you see? Just like get to know kind of what interests them in it, what's going to be their motivational drive. Because for some people, it might be the income. For some people, it might be they really want to help people. Maybe they already are helping people and they just want to do it even on a bigger scale. For some people, they want the community that we have. It could be so many different things. So just getting to know what is motivating that person and their decision to come into the sneak peek and say yes to it. And that's just going to help you after the sneak peek to kind of follow up with them, because that's the key to it as well. Follow up with them and say, hey, what did you think? Like, I know you really wanted to join this because of the community feel and because we have these little meetups and these cool trips that we take and this and that. What do you think now that you've learned about it? Like, you've seen the real pictures of us, our team, in all those different meetups. What is your takeaway? Or you've seen the income progression that can happen, and you can see when you put the effort into this business that the income is there. What do you think? Do you see yourself doing this? So that's how you're going to be able to guide and gear your follow-up after these events with people, okay? So the next thing after the April 24th and 25th is on the right side of the image, which is the 2-day Challenger sneak peek. I saw someone put a comment. Am I missing something? Because I can't see the chat.
The webinars, you've got April 14th and April 21st, and those are supposed to be May 14th and May 21st.
Thank you.
I totally overlooked that.
Thanks. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Okay, so the next thing after the 2-day coaching sneak peek next week will be the following week, which will be a 2-day Challenger sneak peek, and that's May 2nd and 3rd. So again, as soon as the coaching sneak peek is over, guess what? Or even while the coaching sneak peek is going on, you're inviting to the Challenger sneak peek. And by inviting to that, I mean you talk to old people you've talked to about stuff. When you post something that is fitness related or anything about your journey and you get likes, you go to those people who liked and you say, hey, thanks for showing me love on my post. I've got a sneak peek coming up. Are you interested? And don't complicate the invite. Just do it. That's all it takes, because you would be surprised how many people will be like, yeah, I'm kind of interested in that. It's like, summer is coming around and I want to go on a vacation with my family. I want to feel good in a swimsuit, whatever, fill in the blank. So just invite, don't overcomplicate it. The next thing after the Challenger sneak peek is going to be a repeat 2-day coaching sneak peek the following week. And the next thing after that, the following week will be May 14th, Tuesday, not April. And that one's going to be a 1-hour Challenger webinar. And with that, it's going to be more, what we're going to do is I think, we haven't fully planned this out, but is kind of do the webinar style of not puking all over them of what Beachbody is and what we do in our challenge groups, but more so, what are the 4 things we kind of do every day in our challenge groups that help people? So 1, we fuel our body right. We work out every day. We owe it to our body to work out and feel good about ourselves. We support each other in a community of uplifting women and empowering each other. And we work on personal development and showing people that those 4 things have changed our lives and it can change their life too. And it's And then we kind of talk at the very end of those webinars about how they could become a challenger in Priority Me Project and how they can get in there as well by saving money with getting the challenge pack and yada, yada, yada. And we'll go over all those options at the end of the webinar. So those are usually about 45 minutes. I think we'll try to keep them around 45 minutes. And that way it's not too time consuming for people. And we'll post more about like the time frame, the timeline. And again, if any of you want to help us to run those, if you've had amazing results as a challenger, coach/challenger by committing to a program, we would love to have some help with running those challenger webinars, because really when we get into those kind of webinar settings and people are actively engaged and committed that 45 minutes to an hour with us, they don't want to just hear about, you know, what is 21 Day Fix. They want to hear about a real story from a real person of how doing 80-day obsession fucking changed their life and how they are so much more confident now, and they're a mom like this person, or they're a busy college student like this person, and they were able to do all of this, and so can they. So that's what is really powerful in those webinars. And then the following event that we have planned out right now is a 1-hour coaching webinar on Tuesday, May 21st, not April 21st. Sorry about the typo. And again, same thing. So that's going to just kind of talk about a little bit different. We'll formulate that webinar a little bit different than we will do the Challenger webinar. It's probably going to be in the similar format of kind of our story and why we're doing this, and you know what we've been able to do as a coach, and then kind of the things we do as a coach every day. So I expand my group of friends, I expand my social media, and just find more people that have the same interests as me, and it makes my social media scrolling fun because it's people that are posting the same stuff I like. I do personal development. I work on myself every day. I fuel my body right. I do all these things. And by the way, I help other people do the same. And because of that, I make money in this, da. We'll go into like some very minute details at the end of the coaching webinar and how people could join our team as a coach as well. So these, again, and the intent is that, and we have to see how this next month goes with, you know, how busy is this? Are the 2-day sneak peeks better than the webinars? Do we want to do more webinars? Do we want to do more sneak peeks? So we'll figure out kind of what our battle rhythm will be over time. But as of now, for at least the next 5 weeks, this is the plan, and this is stuff that you guys can invite to. So I will post that image, I'll fix it, and then I'll post it in the team page so that you guys can see it. And then I want to talk about a few more things. So one is make a note of everything I'm about to say. But one is there is an app called MOJO, or MOJO, however you want to say it. And this app is a app specifically designed to make Instagram story creation easy, so freaking easy. And like, it's the easiest one I've ever used, I think. If you want to see an example of how to do a actual story where it has a beginning, a middle, and an end, then go look at mine, Jessica's, or Lindsay's Instagram stories from today, because we all purposely planned it out today so that we would have our what has coaching done for me story on our Instagram today, so that anyone that was on the call tonight can go and look at it and see what we did with MOJO. So we all used the MOJO app to create it. It was so easy. And I didn't brand any of them, so if you want to screenshot, anything, and I think that goes for all of us, on ours that isn't specific to us individually, feel free, because sharing is caring. So go to MOJO, check that out, because my plan personally is probably twice a week, depending on what's coming up for the following week or what's coming up as far as a webinar, coaching, or challenger. I'm going to have a coaching layout story and a challenger layout story. So one, how has coaching changed my life? And two, how has just the products changed my life and the programs, the workouts? And I will, depending on what's coming up that week, I will be posting that story at least twice a week, probably more like 3 times, to get invites. And my personal success with my Instagram stories is at the tail end of that, to have, I'm only accepting 5 people and have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as people sign up for the sneak peek, I put their name in there. Okay. And then that just kind of gives people that little bit of FOMO, like, oh, I don't want to miss out. Look at all those people are signing up to do that. I want to do it too. So that's just another little tip that you could do. And the other important thing is, even if you are doing the MOJO, okay, even if you're posting that 2 to 3 times a week, it's not enough. You still have to invite personally, okay? Because people are going to see that and they're like, oh, dang, this looks really cool. And then guess what? Their kid who they're trying to wean from breastfeeding is like, I want the boob. And they're going to forget about watching your story, and they're going to forget about what they just saw and how interested they were, and they're not going to remember to come back to you. So keep an eye on who's watching those stories, keep an eye on who's commenting on your stuff, keep an eye on who's liking your stuff consistently, and just reach out to them and invite them, because what the hell do you have to fucking lose? I'll tell you what I have to lose: time with my family, income, the dream, chasing this dream that I have that to lose, and I'm not willing to lose it over being scared to say, hey, I see that you like all of my stuff. Every time I post something, I really appreciate your support. Are you interested in joining the sneak peek I got coming up? And how easy is that? You don't have to fucking do anything else. You don't have to say, do you want to come look at the sneak peek? They're either going to get in the sneak peek, and trust me, they're either going to be like, yeah, bitch, or they're going to be like, whatever, and they're going to ghost you. That's fine. Lindsay joined and was like, yeah, bitch. And
but hey, I totally ghosted the whole group for a year.
You ghosted for a year. That's true. Mm-hmm. But when she made the commitment, she was ready before the damn webinar. Let's get real. She was like, you're giving away a tank top. That tank top's mine. So she was like already committed before the damn call was over. She was like, mine. And she was like, where do I get my challenge pack? So people are either in that right space or they're not, and that's fine. But the important thing is,
I did it for the tank top.
Yeah. And now look at you, like your transformation has been just unreal. It's so crazy. So even though you're doing your MOJO, you have to keep posting. You have to keep inviting. The stories alone are not going to do it. Okay. The other piece to it, and this is just, I'm telling you guys my golden advice as what has helped me get people coming to me and me not having to chase them. I follow I have a Diamond and Beyond tracker, but if you just follow the Dynamic Force Coach Planner and post the different things on the different days of the week that it says to post, where one day you post a health and fitness post, you post like your workout photo and how like good you feel from your workout. It doesn't matter, anything, fill in the blank, health and fitness related. Another day you post a coaching breadcrumb post. What does that mean? Okay, today my post in just a couple of minutes when I get off of here is so fucking basic, bitch. It's going to be this picture. Okay. That was right after I woke up, before I took a poop this morning. And my content around it is going to be, behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women who have her back. This couldn't be more true for me. I'm so obsessed with my team. I cannot even begin to describe to you all how much they have helped me. Deployments can be tough. They can be isolating. Many people feel very detached from home life because of this separation. I'm so blessed that my team is in my life. They have helped me every single day on this deployment. They pick me up when I'm sad. They cheer me on when I reach a goal. They laugh with me. They cry with me. They're there for me no matter what. My life is better because of these women. It's that simple. I hope every woman out there has a group like this. Life is so much sweeter. Do you know what that was? Me telling everyone how much I love our coaching community. It's not an invite. It's not a call to action. It's not a click here, message here, drop your favorite emoji here, because that shit is fucking boring and people are tired of seeing that shit. So put the coaching breadcrumb post up and it gets people like, oh, she's doing this in a non-icky way. She's not salesy. She's not trying to like make me, fill out some damn link every single post. And now I do those too, but not every day. So if you follow the new coach planner and every week you're consistently on certain days, you're making that effort to do a coaching breadcrumb post, a challenge group breadcrumb post. You're shouting out people on your team. When it says shout out a coach on your team, it doesn't matter if you don't have any personally sponsored coaches. Shout me out. I don't care. I love getting shout out. I love it. Shout out Kelly. Shout out anybody on the team. We love that stuff. When you shout out a challenger, check with any challenger in the group that you see like just killing their everything and say, hey, can I just like post something on my Instagram story about you today because you're like killing it and I just really want to show everyone that you're just so awesome. Nobody's going to fucking say no to that, because that feels good when people recognize, and recognition, people love that. People want to be recognized for things that they're doing when they know they're kicking ass too, right? So If you do not know what I'm talking about by the Dynamic Force Coach Planner, it's in the Dynamic Force team page under the files. Super easy to get to. You can print it out. You can make it into a fillable PDF. If you're an electronic person, you can do it however you want. But these are the things, these are the actions you have to do in order to get to where we want to be. So,
and can I make a encouraging, if you are wanting to help boost your algorithm, everybody always talks about the algorithm, and I really have tested this theory out with like a message pod that I'm no longer using, but it's since I did it for a certain amount of time, it helped boost my algorithm. If you see each other's posts, comment on them. Everybody, we're talking about community. We're talking about the support and the encouragement and the love that we get from each other in our community, and we get that in those communities. And I know that it's busy and we're all on a scroll, but if you see someone's post, make like a 3 to 4 word comment on there, because that it's 3 to 4 words, preferably 4, that is actually going to go above that algorithm and help boost our post up. And I do it. Yeah, I do it too. So just do that. And not only is it boosting your algorithm, but your people that are watching your post, they're seeing everybody comment on there, how much they love you, how much they support you, how awesome you're doing, whatever it may be. And they're going to be like, damn, they really do have a community of women out there. Mm-hmm. So I think that's really important to try to implement.
Yeah. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is so right now I'm pretty consistently going to be able to get on team calls every Thursday, but my schedule can change at any moment. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing when I go back to Iraq. So right now, I want to offer to anyone on the team, I don't care who's coach, who your coach is. If you're not mine, I don't care. You're on the team. I want to offer to you guys a one-on-one mentoring session or a group mentoring session. And right now, the best day for me to do that is Sundays or Mondays. So if you guys have a time, because I'm off every Sunday and Monday, if you have time on a Sunday or Monday where you just like, you know what, I really consistently, I would love to sit down and just like hash out what I'm struggling with and hash out what I need help with, then I am offering my time to you to do that and offer you any advice or support or words of wisdom of how have I gotten to where I am, which is not that hard. I promise you where I am right now, every single one of you guys can be there. And let me give you guys this spiel too. When I started coaching actively in 2015 is when I started actively coaching. I went Emerald in my first week. It ain't fucking hard to go Emerald. You got this. You can do it. I went Emerald in the first week. I started making my paychecks were $500 a month right out the gate. Pretty consistently made that until I went up to about $1,000 a month. And I went Diamond within 6 months. So nobody's goals that you guys have right now on this call are unreachable. They're all completely possible. And I've never really consistently done a power hour. I haven't. It's so horrible. I do like a half power hour. Or I'll do like 3 power hours a week, or I'll do like 2 hours of work on a Saturday. And so what I've done to get here has not even been through like a ton of consistency. It's just it's consistent with some things, but not all the things. So you can get to where I am. And if you are consistent with the behaviors in the coach planner, you'll get there even quicker than I did. And I used that coach planner when I got pregnant in 2016 and had my second son. I really fell off of coaching and just really didn't actively coach. But I got right back to Diamond as soon as I got back into coaching within 4 months, and it was through using that planner. So it is a tried and true method. It is something that if you are serious about making income and seeing your business grow, you follow that planner every single day, follow up with your people, track it, and you are going to see results in your business. You will. It's so simple. This business is not hard, you guys. This business is one of the easiest things you are ever going to come across. What's hard about it is what we make hard. We make it hard to find the time to do it because, hello, I'm on deployment. Do you know what most people are doing on deployment? They're fucking binge watching Netflix shows and Game of Thrones and Amazon Prime and all that. or they're all these young medics are all of our guy medics. They go play the, what is it called? Dungeons and Dragons or something, the little card game. And then the other group, there's like this nerdy computer group that get together and they play this game on the computer. They're wasting their damn time. There's not leading to anything fulfilling in their life. So when you're finding yourself like making an excuse for yourself, like, oh, well, I just, 2 hours of my evening is just spent on the couch sitting down and watching reality TV. Why? What is that reality TV doing for you 2 years from now? Is watching Real Housewives of New Jersey, guilty pleasure, is watching that all the time, what is that doing for you in a year from now? Teresa Giudice ain't going to be helping pay your bills in a year. So maybe like rehash your priorities there. You have the time. You just have to make the time if you want the goal bad enough. If you see yourself reaching that goal, then you can make the time. So that is my big spiel. What else did I have? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. I think that was it. Am I missing anything? Did I go over everything? Okay. So now that you guys have heard the plan with the weekly, there's something weekly for you to invite to. Does that make you feel better about like the goals that you just laid out for us?
It does me.
Yes.
Good. It's like makes it easy for you, right? Like you just have to invite and then put them in there and we'll do the work for you essentially.
And I don't mind helping, like the especially if, like you guys talk about Transform 20, because I had really pretty good success with Transform 20.
Yes.
And I'm probably gonna start it again in a week or two.
Okay.
Just because I have someone that wants to do it with me. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, I want to get a photo.
You totally got featured on Shanti's stories, and I wish I would have like tagged you or sent it to you or whatever it is you can do. I saw it.
That is awesome.
Yes, she did. I figured she knew. I can't remember why I thought she knew, but I'm thinking like I saw a story, and I guess I just assumed she knew. I don't know why.
Did you just find out right now, Sheena?
And I saw all the stuff like that he liked and Chip Hoffa liked of my stuff, but I didn't. Yeah, you missed that. Yeah, girl, I have screenshots. I'm totally fangirling that.
Yeah, when Joel Freeman liked one of my posts, I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
That's so funny.
Nope, I missed that one. Oh man.
Okay, I want to take a picture.
Oh gosh, my dog farted again.
I wondered what was going on over there. All right, smile. Make sure I got everybody. I did. Yay! Okay. Oh, I love you guys so much, and I love our team, and the shit is like fucking going. It's going down for real.
It just feels so right at this time.
It does. It's happening.
Love it.
Oh,
I love it.
You know what I wanted to share?
You're still recording, just a heads up.
That's okay.
So,
I don't know if I have it. Where did I comment on that, Lindsay? The my old vision board.
Oh, you never told me what you used to make it.
Canva.
But it was on the Girl Stop Apologizing book club.
Okay, let me go to it really
I don't know
quick.
how to make an electronic vision board.
Let me go to it really quick because this is my dream board, vision board, whatever you want to call it, from 2017.
Yeah, you like.
And
I don't know what's going on.
all of these goals have been reached, which is like just funny because I've just never gone back and looked at it again. Okay, let's see. Screen share.
I just saw Jessica's boomerang.
Oh God.
Laura, you almost look like a seal.
Oh.
No, but did you see Brittany?
Where's Brittany? Oh, I didn't even notice.
Okay.
It's
Do you
your
guys see this right now? We literally
Yes.
have a gourmet kitchen in our house. I have a beautiful office at home. I miss it so much. I have a gym at home. We didn't go on a Jamaica vacay. We were supposed to be on the cruise this year. So Success Club 2018, I earned the 2018 trip for this year. $1,000 a month. Beachbody, done. Surpassing it. And Transform Others obviously happened, which is funny. Transform, and then Transform 20 came out.
Ooh.
Quarter Force Live Instructor I never got, but that kind of didn't really become a goal anymore. But yeah, so that shows the importance of making a vision board too, or making your goals, putting them down and like manifesting them and thinking about them. So guess what?
How did you make that on what electronic format? Do you remember? Was it Canva or was it something?
I'm pretty sure it was Canva. Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. It had to have been. That's like all I ever used.
I've got mine behind me.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna stop recording now.
I want to